he's on. You've seen the frustration overlaps into chronic gestation. He is now into the gangster mode.
No, I'm just light. A victory light. A victory light.
Yo, what's up, you cowards? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, the Kid Mero. We here. You know what I mean? We're back in the trap. Today is a very special day because when you are watching this, the election is happening. New York City, you know what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? But today is a special day. You know what I mean? Because when I bring people up here that I fuck with, it's always a special day. And today I got my two guys. You know what I'm saying? We have previously engaged in, like, you know what I'm saying, fuck aroundly. You know what I mean? But today I got my man Brace Belden, true and on guard, you know what I'm saying? And Hassan Piker, you know what I'm saying? Hassan Abi himself, you know what I mean? In the building. And yo, man, first of all, welcome. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming. Got y'all here in my active, you know what I'm saying, crack house. You know, and dog,
the most comfortable seats I've ever sat on in a crack house.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you can fall asleep and they're made to nod.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm thrilled. Well, yeah, I took a little fentanyl at your suggestion before coming here.
Yeah.
Just to kind of take the edge.
How many years sober was that? What is it?
Well, I mean, I've been sober for a while,
Yeah.
but like I take fentanyl medicinally. It's like
Yeah.
how people get prescribed Xanax or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Sometimes
Exactly.
That's what they famously say. If you were like addicted to any kind of opiates, like you can just like dose it. You can microdose.
Yeah. You can just take the same dose again and you're fine. No, but I want to say I think this is really important. We're having an interfaith dialogue. We have a Muslim. We have obviously Hasidic Jew and traditional Roman Catholic here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And we're kind of we're sitting here. We're going to hash out the differences.
That's right. This is the Abrahamic religion chat. You know what I'm saying? We're switching formats. You know what I mean? You thought it was like, yo, Mero be up there talk about shit that's going on. Nah, this is theology.
That is what's going on.
Yeah.
This is theology right now.
And we have no wasps in the building, which is good.
Yeah.
No wasps at all.
I'm wasp.
You're wasp.
I'm half Protestant.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
I did not know that.
Nice.
Yeah, but the
everybody's
Jew
represented.
part wins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, we got the super producer, the God, you know what I'm saying, Min Tran in the motherfucking building. Make some noise, goddammit. And the man who makes us all sound sexy, baby. It's Hassan Insane. Yeah. Listen, for those of y'all that don't know, please go check out Hassan's channel because the three of us, we did a threesome. Not like that, you know what I'm saying? We went uptown.
No, we did that
Yeah,
too.
that was awesome.
Yeah,
The cameras were off.
Yeah, the cover in the back of the Uber Black was very big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was we had
In the back of the Uber Black.
it was an extended cab. But yo, listen, after that, I was wondering because I was like, it was your first time uptown,
Yeah.
right? To the Bronx specifically. Was it your first time, Bruce? No, right? You've been around the world.
Yeah, but well, I mean, the Bronx isn't that far.
Right.
Yeah.
So you been there, done that?
I haven't done that. No, I'm scared of everybody up there. But
Yeah,
it
me
was
too.
nice to be. It was nice to feel safe. No, I've walked around there before.
Right. So I want to ask you, like, what did y'all think about that experience that day? You know what I'm saying? Like, just walking around, and also it was like nighttime. You know what I mean? By the time we actually sat down to eat,
It's true.
I think people talk mad shit. This is something I've learned from my experiences going to the South Side of Chicago as well. Like areas that are predominantly black and brown, I think a lot of people talk a lot of shit about from afar because they've just like never been there. And there's this notion that it's like a very scary place. And like one of the things that I realized quickly was there are people that are just like sitting around. There are people that are like busting open fire hydrants, people that are like playing, tabletop games and shit, like, drinking coffee, whatever. That is literally what a lot of white people look at in places like Europe and they go, oh my God, they have this sense of community in Spain. Like, why don't we have that here? And it's like, oh, we do have that here. Oh. You just think it's weird when black people do it or when brown people do it. You're like, oh, that's gross. Like, that's poverty. Why are they doing it? But when white people are doing it in Spain, they're like, oh, this is culture. This is amazing.
yeah, they're eating Iberian ham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's when you said that, I was just like, wow. it was like eye opening for me because I was like, yeah, that's dead ass true.
Yeah.
These people are just coming out to hang out.
Yeah.
And like enjoy like, you know, their environment or whatever like that. But
then also at the same time, I feel like you have to kind of keep it up a little bit that it's dangerous because it's almost like rent control. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just got to go outside and just like maybe just like fire a couple rounds into the
Take
air
your
to be
dick
like,
out, fucking shoot.
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I was
Like,
just saying this shit all the time.
white people come around, they got to be like, yeah, no, this is dangerous. You have to get out of here immediately, so that like nobody, so that you don't see, you know, blue bottles start popping up on the corners, because that's when you know rent's about to go up.
Oh, you already know, and that was
When
my
you
shit.
see me walking down the street.
But and it was crazy because I'm walking around with y'all and people looking at like, yo, is he like a realtor? Like what?
He's turning us out.
He's turning this out.
He's turning us out. He's pimping us.
You know, dog, but listen, I had a great motherfucking time. Is there anything that surprised y'all? You know what I'm saying? That you were like, oh shit. Because I remember you were like, yo, the hydrant shit. Like, this is my first time seeing it. Like,
Yeah, I've only seen it in like movies and Hey Arnold and stuff. So I hadn't ever like. To be fair, I didn't grow up here. I didn't grow up in America, but I had not seen that in action. It was dope. I liked it.
come on, baby.
It was Dominican neighborhood?
Yeah, it was predominantly Dominican. You know
I
what I'm
guess
saying?
I figured out what Dominicans were. Because
There
I
you go.
never was. We don't have that many Dominicans in California.
in California, right? So
Yeah.
like, so my cousin moved to San Diego. And she was just like, yo, I think I'm the only Dominican in this entire city.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I was
It's
just like,
weird because I'm like, it's not that much further. You know what I mean? Like, it's like from, you know, it's like how like New York has hella Puerto Ricans, but like there's not that many Puerto Ricans in like California, for instance.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I guess you're just like, this is the first stop. I'm staying here.
I'm staying here. It's 3 hours as opposed to 9 hours.
But I appreciate that because New York is full of people who like they got off the boat and they're like, well, this is it, you know, no further.
We setting up shop here.
But they were right because if you go further, a lot of it sucks, you know.
Yeah.
And listen, man. So that's something that I've mentioned a lot because people are talking about like, you know, we can jump around a little bit because if y'all didn't know, you know what I mean? Today's episode was just Brace and I, and then Hassan hit me up on the text and was like, yo, what you doing today, fam? And I was like, yo, I'm across the street from you. Pull up.
Yeah.
So now the trio is united. The Three Musketeers, we back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bracy. I know you wanted to.
No, it's
I
fine.
know you wanted to get crazy on here.
all good.
and
Get
then
your
I
shit
just-
off.
No.
Oh, we still gonna watch
I'm just
the-
shit.
we're still-
Anyways, I suck.
we still gonna watch the AIP, no, but we're gonna talk about Brace a little bit first. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up in the Bay, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Formerly, like we said, you know, sober now, but formerly ahead. You know what I'm saying? And I want to ask you something very specific because, like, we're talking about East Coast versus West Coast. There's a very specific, like, kind of like vibe that East Coast fiends have. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, yo, Brains, papa, listen, let me ask you something. Yo, you know your father?
Yeah.
I was in school with him. He was a good guy. And then before he passed away, even though he's still alive, before he passed away, he told me that you can lend me $100. You know, and every time I need it, he said, just call my son Brains and he gonna hold you down. So, you know, you got that for me?
What would you say the California one is?
I don't know. My only experience with California is I was out there one time doing some work and they fucked up like the transportation situation. So they were scrambling. They were like, yo, here, take this rental car. So they gave me a rental car and I'm driving around like LA and I'm pronouncing all the street signs in Spanish because a lot of them are in Spanish. So like somebody was like, oh, you got to go over to La Tijera. And I was like, what the fuck? La Tijera? Like the scissor? Like whatever. So I'm on La Tijera and I'm at a light and there's a dude like who's, you know, got fiend qualities. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, all right, bro, I'm not tripping. Like I'm from New York. Like this is every day. They are bold, bro. They are way more bold. I feel like
You
New
have
York,
to be.
New York fiends will be like, yo, they'll open the door for you at the check cashier place. And be like,
Yeah.
Yo, you got like a little something you could give me, like, you know, hold me down cigarette or something like that, you know, papi? And I'll be like, yeah, no doubt. Like, pull out a bogey, there's a Gatorade, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's $1. Bro, out there, I'm at the light. This guy opened the door to my car and sat down next to me. And I was like, yo, my man, get the fuck out my way. Yo,
He's like, I know it's a rental.
yeah, I was like, no. I was like, get the fuck out my car, get the fuck out my car, get the fuck out my car. And then he got out. But I was just like, dog, what? I was like, New York fiends would never.
I feel like the big difference is we have tweakers. And like you guys have tweakers too, but like just nothing like California does. And so tweak, because I was a heroin addict. Obviously, I'm white. Obviously, we love heroin.
Come on.
But for a little bit, for about a year, I also did meth. And I gotta tell you, dude, meth makes you
adventurous.
You enter into a different dimension, man. You are. I could like see electricity, and like I feel like East Coast is very crackhead. Like New York, you see like a lot of classic crack. Exactly. Yeah. But so California, it's like tweakers and tweaking. Like if you do even a little bit, you kind of just you go on adventures and like you explore the world. Whereas crackheads sort of like make a perimeter around like the crack zone because you got to do it so much.
Really?
Tweak, you smoke a little bit, you're gone for like 10 hours.
Yo, we
know what I
doing
mean?
something. We get into something.
Yeah, exactly.
That type of
so
They're more industrious.
yeah, and so they're like you'll like wake up. I remember I used to live in the Tenderloin in San Francisco, which is like kind of the drug area.
Yeah.
And it was also just like cheap. That's where you could kind of live.
Yeah.
And my apartment was street level, but like a little above, like you had to be like pretty tall to like be able to like look in or anything like that. I don't even think you could look in. You'd have to like jump up a little bit. But it was like just tall enough to where my landlord didn't put bars on the windows, even though it definitely should have had them. And sometimes I'd be like lying there and like a hand would touch my head, or like someone would like be peeking in, or like sucking, oftentimes sucking dick outside, but which is crazy because it was not like secluded whatsoever. But tweakers will enter portals. They like to just get in anything that's open.
And just move around. Okay, so that's what it is. Because I was like, yo, for the longest time, I was like, yo, what's available on the market in New York, right? And it's like crack, you know what I'm saying? Like heroin and, obviously like weed is like whatever. That shit don't even count no more. But like meth was not even like a thing. Like, yo, if you were like, yo, if somebody was to start selling meth in New York, they'd probably become a kingpin in like a week.
I know.
Like,
it's kind of crazy, but the subways would be tough. It'd be tough to ride the subway. If meth hit
full of
here,
tweakers?
Yeah, it's crazy because they're very impatient people.
Oh yeah, it'd be mad train delays with tweakers jumping in front of trains and shit.
Yeah,
bro, we're not trying.
Or they just like get it behind and push. But it's
maybe that would improve efficiency.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't really know what I did when I was on meth, but someone I know saw me at one point, and I was wearing like big ass like size 48 waist pants held together by a like a plug that I had just like tied together, and I had a bag full of light bulbs, and he was like, "Are you okay, man? Like, where are you going?" And I told him I was going to Men's Warehouse. No clue.
Trade the light bulbs for another large, comically oversized shirt, maybe.
I don't understand. Yeah, I'm like, was I just like, I'm gonna
go get a wrinkle-free dress shirt.
I remember I was trying to sell. I thought I found a rare quarter once. I don't know why. It was like tweaker logic. Like I found a quarter that like had some weird date on it, or it probably was a normal date, but in my head was just told me
special
something
date.
else. And I tried to sell it at a pawn shop, and I remember they were like, "This is a quarter. Like you're trying to sell us money."
Yo, and pawn shops are very like adept at dealing with heads.
That's the thing is, TV shows will lead you to believe that pawn shops will take anything. Pawn shops don't take shit, man. You really got to rob a guy's garage in order to sell shit at a pawn shop. You're trying to, if you think right now, if you're planning on becoming a fucking crackhead, and you're like, oh, well, you know what? I'll run out of money quickly, but I can sell all of my shit. Your shit is worth nothing.
Thanks.
They will tell you, you'll bring your fucking your acoustic guitar into the pawn shop. They'll say, we have 500 of these. We don't want them.
We don't want them.
I tried it. They didn't want it.
Because you know what it is, Sue? You walk into a pawn shop and there's a bunch of shit there that looks like it's just been sitting there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh, I put this up as collateral and I never came back.
You got to steal power tools and sell them to Mexicans. That's how you make money in California.
Californians, that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Go into the job site, you steal everything that you can that isn't nailed down, and then you go to like one of the big Mexican flea markets and try to sell it there. That's how you make money.
See?
I couldn't do it because I can't speak Spanish.
Not even a little bit?
I mean, everyone can a little bit, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you grew up on the West Coast, you pick up a little bit.
If someone speaks Spanish to me, I can understand them. But I can't speak it back to. I mean, I can kind of. And if you just like kind of add some like extra letters into English words.
Do you know how to say like power tool names in Spanish?
Drill. You just say it like in a Mexican.
Like,
Harbour Freight.
Yeah, exactly.
yo, hey, ¿dónde está the Harbor Freight?
Yeah,
And then they be like, oh, it's over there. And then you just go crazy.
exactly.
See, bro, we dropping knowledge.
The problem is, it's like, if it is true that if someone doesn't speak English, but you speak English in their accent, they do kind of understand.
Yeah,
They
the
fuck with you.
Japanese literally
I know.
made it their
but
language.
You can't do it outside of certain contexts.
Yeah. Like everybody says, if you try to say something in like Japanese English outside of Japan, people are like, that was racist. But it's
Yeah.
like, no, that's how you're supposed to say
Yeah.
it.
You know how Italians say Times Square? Times Square.
No.
I'm not even fucking kidding. It's a Times Square. Times Square. And it's like, it sounds like, you're like, come on, man. But it's true, you know?
Yo, that's
But
nasty.
I'm too, that's a problem. That's my problem. I was too woke. So I could never steal power tools.
Yeah.
Because I could never talk to one of our Mexican brothers in the accent.
Well, so okay. Well, yeah, nah, I get it. I thought you were gonna say you too old because you don't want to steal power tools from the
I was
guys
too-
doing the work.
Oh, no. I was too
It's like-
physically weak to do that. I weigh like 98 pounds.
Stop it! You are a specimen.
Are you about to say I'm a robust individual?
Yeah, I hugged you like 10 minutes ago, B.
I know for a long time.
Yeah,
too.
mom's. You know,
And smelled. But meth, you lose a lot of weight.
okay,
You lose a lot of weight.
That's what I've seen, and then the skin and the teeth, it fucks up your teeth.
Yeah, I think it gave me lactose intolerance. I mean,
You're
I just
Jewish.
okay. You don't have to say it like that.
wasn't that? I thought that was pre-built.
That's called kosher. We're just supposed to do that. But no,
no, that's not what I'm talking
it
about.
could be. You think God was like, you didn't keep kosher, now you must.
Wow, IBS, bitch, hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But come on, you know.
Nah, that's crazy. Listen, speaking of meth and like going on adventures, dog, please explain to me how you ended up embedded with the Kurdish militia. You know what I'm saying? Was it a tweaker adventure? Was it like something very serious? Was it more, you know what I'm saying? Also, as like a white dude from California, how does one go about this?
Listen, I'm a man of the world. Well, so a long time ago, Hassan's people, the Turks, not a long
Shout
time
out to the
ago.
Turks.
I don't really know the difference. Frankly, like, if you look at that part of the world, I don't really know the difference
There is none.
between any of these people. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
there is literally.
Break it down for us, because a lot of people they don't
what
they don't
is
know.
a Turk?
What like the Turkish identity is, like it's Turkic peoples that came from, like the Pan-Turanic version of this is that
Mongolia.
they came from the East Asian steppe. They were nomadic peoples, Mongolians, the Huns, all this stuff, and they came all the way to what we know as Anatolia, which parts of it were ancient Greece, and they kind of just stayed there. But what we know is like a Turkish person now, because it was the continuation of like the Ottoman Empire, is basically people like myself that have half of their families from Greece. Like on my father's side, my father's entire family, entire lineage comes from Greece. They're Turkish people that lived in Greece. And then my mother's side is from the southeastern part of Turkey in Kilis. So they're all like a mixture of, like, their ethnic background is a mixture of like Arab, Kurd, Turk. So it's all just slammed into one another. It's kind of like America, like, when you say you're an American. And Kurdish people are 35 million. It's an ethnic group in the region that is, I think, the largest ethnic group in diaspora that doesn't have like its own nation state. And they live all over the area. There's a lot of Kurdish people that live in Turkey. There's a lot of Kurdish people that live in Iraq, Syria, and in Iran as well. And basically, there have always been this, like, there's been this nationalist emancipatory movement for Kurds, but they just kind of got shafted, I guess, as far as like all these other countries, when the Europeans were writing all of the different nation state boundaries, they just kind of didn't give anything to the Kurds. They were like, yeah, whatever, you guys are like two all over the place, and we can maybe use you down the line to destabilize the region. and they never got a nation state. So there's always been this emancipatory movement. And in Turkey, it's always been this this left wing socialist movement as well, which is precisely the reason why once Turkey became a prominent part of NATO, the American government came in, immediately did like Operation Gladio style campaigns in the country, activated this ultra nationalist far right movement.
That was also like a mafia.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And they just would do like gun battles basically all over the country, and they would just like kill Kurdish people. There was a lot of like sectarian and ethnic violence of that sort that was backed by the CIA at the time. And now you have some Kurdish parties in the country. And of course, the administration always says, oh, you guys are like terrorists.
Yeah.
And there are areas there where there are a lot of Kurdish people that live inside of Turkey where the government will, sometimes do military campaigns, things of that nature internally. It's a weird, fucked up situation. But the difference between like a Kurdish person and a Turkish person in general is just like, the Turkish government wants to erase this identity in its entirety for some kind of like nationalistic purpose to make sure that everyone is like homogenous, but also because they just don't want a autonomous Kurdish region in its interior, and will use the existence of Kurdish movements in the bordering states in an effort to dominate said bordering states. That's why we have a strong foothold in Syria. I said we, like I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, in the northern Syrian corridor, they played a formative role in basically overthrowing the Assad regime in Syria as well with the Free Syrian Army. Very complicated stuff in general, but it was mostly just America being the big devil and using the Turkish government and pre-existing interest in destabilizing the region, or at least stabilizing it in some grand American vision, and Turkey plays a role in that.
Damn, that's crazy. So the CIA is out here destabilizing regions? That's
one or two.
Yeah. Wow,
it's crazy.
That's crazy.
I sort of learned about it just because the Bay Area is for some reason hella Kurds and Turks in it. I have no idea why. And so I knew like a lot of young dudes who like are from there. Like my friend's mom is in prison. She was a member of one of the Kurdish parties in Turkey. And some of them had been over to like Syria and shit like in like 2015. Just on like not humanitarian, but like civilian kind of stuff, which is what I wanted to do. And I also at the same time was like reading about this Togolese German lady. So she's like half black, half German. And she had died in 2015 in Kobani. And I was like, that's fucking in a Hojaist party. And I was like,
there was a Hojaist party in Syria?
I met them. Yeah. That's like some really obscure type of communist.
That's and
Albanian.
Is Albanian?
Yeah. Which is definitely exactly. I know. They were well, these were Turkish guys who were Albanian communists. It's a complicated situation. It's a crazy part of the world.
Well, but the fucked up shit to me is like I feel like I've heard Kurdistan.
Yeah.
Because
there's kind of is a Kurdistan in Iraq. Like there's a part of Iraq.
See, this is the reason why he's not allowed to go to Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
not allowed to go to Turkey for a separate reason, but that's the reason why he can't go to Turkey.
Yeah.
Shit.
And there is a Kurdish part of Iraq that it's like autonomous from the rest of Iraq. But those guys also fight the Kurds that I was with.
Yeah. Because those are like firmly the American, like there's different movements within the Kurdish emancipatory movement. I would say that like some of them want to be like Israel but for Kurds.
Yeah.
Like there is this
definitely.
like let's be your Israel, America, please. And America's like, it's actually much more chill for us to just kind of use you whenever we want to.
We already have the Israel.
Yeah, we already have one Israel,
We don't need two.
And
they're not as like they're not as good at it either. Like it's like really corrupt and like they don't have like whatever fucking like cell phone. They didn't make Waze.
A victory light. A victory light.
So you got into it by like your homies, like
I got into it by my homies, and then because I've been sober for a while at this point, like 2-3 years, and I just I got kind of just more upset because I was working at a boxing gym and I was on the computer like half the day, like fucking with shit for the gym, and And so I was just reading a bunch, and I found an email address I could email, and I emailed them. They told me to go to Iraq and call this phone number on this date. And I was like, okay. And so I did that, and I flew into Suleimania in the Kurdish part of Iraq. I called his phone number. The dude didn't pick up, which was distressing. But then he called me back like an hour later. I gave the phone to a taxi driver because the dude couldn't speak English. I couldn't speak Kurdish. I could speak a little bit, but I couldn't speak this dialect.
Yeah.
And they took me to a hotel, well, like a hostel. And I had to go, and then this fucking insane guy, my contact, came and met me. And he was like, I'm being trailed by the police. Like, I need to hide. And this is a room with nowhere to hide. It's just a room. But there's an armoire, and he just hides in the armoire for half an hour. And at first, I'm really like, oh, fuck, like the cops are going to come in here. I'm going to go to fucking jail in Iraq. And then after like 20 minutes, I'm like, looking at my phone a little bit. I'm like, well, it's, Yeah. And then I start reading a book. And he spends about an hour in the armoire. And then he hides in the bathroom, and he comes out, and then we leave. But, well, I think he probably was just taking a shit in there. Now that
Probably. I was about to say, I was
in the
like,
bathroom.
Maybe
let me go in the bathroom to hide.
Maybe he's just cranking it, dude. You don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
We had to be covert in Iraq because the guys that I was going to go with were not cool with the government in the Kurdish part of Iraq, and so this smuggler named Black Eyes, who is a cigarette smuggler, which the Kurds do a lot of, he took me up, and I met with some people. Some active people, and they took me across the Tigris River.
Shout out to cigarette smugglers, bro, because as a former cigarette smuggler, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing important work, man.
Yeah, New York is in America. Like, New York is the most important place to smuggle cigarettes to.
Come on, man.
They're so fucking expensive.
Come on, dog. I was going down to Virginia, taking trips, you know what I mean? Getting cartons and coming back up. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? The statute of limitations has passed on that. This was in 1984.
Yeah.
What I was doing. I was 1 year old. I just come out the NICU, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna sell these menthols. So listen, man, look, we got a very important right-wing figure here today, and we got a very important left-wing figure here today, and then we got my dumb ass. So we got the mayoral race in New York City, man. This shit has been, it's not the New York City mayoral race. Because last year it was like, yo, Eric Adams, woo, 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 and this, that, and nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Now, this year, yo, Zoran got these motherfuckers panicking, bro.
Yeah.
Like, panicking. So this is dropping on election day. Like, what are y'all, like, just generally, like, y'all thoughts on this whole shit? Because, like, to me, I'm like, I ain't never, like, I just turned to John Wall, I ain't never seen y'all act like this before. Because, like, every other New York City, mayoral election has been like, yo, fuck this dude, he's Puerto Rican. Like, or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It'll just be random New York shit. This is like, yo, does Israel have a right to exist?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why you asking the New York City mayor that? Like, that, just there, you know what I'm saying? It's like a different vibe. But just the whole entire vibe of this shit has been mad weird and fucked up.
I mean, you guys fucked up. I'm just going to say that straight up.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
You had Eric Adams, one of the greatest
One of the
mayors
best. One of the best.
any fucking city in human history. And you know what you did? You didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
You didn't
Don't know what you got
appreciate it.
till it's gone, man. Dude, listen, look. I'm not just saying this because Eric Adams is spiritually Turkish and also an honorary brother. But I do have to say that because otherwise the Turkish government would get very mad at me.
Yeah.
I was a big booster for Eric Adams early on. That's why I interviewed Zoran to tank his campaign later down the line because they would tie it back.
They would tie it back.
Yeah, but it didn't work. I tried my best and it did not work.
Eric Adams is crazy because I remember when he first got elected mayor, I was like watching him on TV and I was like, I genuinely was like, I think he's like I think he might be like simple.
Yo.
Like there's this movie Being There. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's about a guy who can't speak. It was like simple.
Yeah.
But he gets like basically, like, I can't remember. I actually didn't like the movie, but he gets like elected prime minister of England or whatever.
Yeah.
Based on the basis of just kind of like sitting there. And I'm like, Eric Adams is like that, except sometimes he rhymes. You know what I mean? Like, do you remember when he fucking announced his re-election campaign and he had all these 90-year-old guys behind him and there was some people protesting and he just led them in a chant of focus, no distractions, and grind.
It was
And I'm like,
awesome.
dude, I don't know. I get
He's the rise and grind mayor.
you shouldn't be grinding though as the mayor.
Nah.
Right?
You have a whole staff Like you have a lot of people, bro. Like
you should be managing.
Yes.
What does grinding even mean when you're the mayor? I understand what grinding means when you're selling coke, right?
Yeah.
You're out there all night,
all day trapping.
You're putting it in. Yeah, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. What the fuck is, as the mayor? What did you grind? Papers? You're like, I'm gonna sign 5,000 documents
That's
today.
it. Yo, I'm going crazy. I'm not even using DocuSign. I'm using manually.
Yeah.
I feel like as far as grinding goes, like he did do that though. Like
He did grind.
as a mayor. You're like he was like going to all the parades. He was doing like crazy parties and stuff.
But the
Like,
thing is, he only went to that. That's the problem. Then Eric Adams could have saved his career because he just went to the same guys' parties. That was the problem.
That's the problem.
He only went to like Zero Bonds
Yep.
and like Cipriani or
up
whatever.
and down.
He
Shit,
should have
fucking-
gone to every party. This is where he fucked up.
Yeah.
Because he just goes to like he hangs out with like the same 8 bald Jewish guys. And I'm like, dude, there's so many more bald people in this city.
His roster sucks.
His
Yeah.
roster sucks.
He got like the same 8-ball Jewish guys. He got like not great rappers.
the
you know what I'm
one
saying?
like Vivio Foreign.
Come on, like yo, you got 5-year for him, bro. You
Yeah.
smoke a hookah with Nems.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like what are we doing here?
He also, what was it? He did he hung out with Cara Delevingne one time. That was cool.
That's
that
true.
was cool.
I don't know. I don't know if she remembers that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was having an interesting evening.
She was having a good time.
Yeah.
He hung out with Sneeko.
That's true. He
That
did.
Oh my god.
He
that was
did.
so crazy.
And Amber Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneeko and Amber Rose at Gracie Manor. And it was really funny for someone like myself because like I was sitting there watching this happen and Sneeko is like a Holocaust denier and Eric Adams is running on the end anti-Semitism ticket while he's just chopping it up with Sneeko.
But that's
It's
why you
like,
can
yo.
never be mayor, man.
Yeah.
Because that's all. He's uniting the two parts of of New York. You know, the Holocaust denier and then the people who are like,
Yeah.
you know, that are kind of on our payroll. but I feel like Eric Adams fucked up so bad, and that after I can't believe he even announced re-election after because he made that deal with Trump to get off.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you should just be like, my career, like I'm changing. I'm going to be a consultant after this.
That part.
And I feel like it's crazy to me. We were talking about this before we started. It's like the best that they could come up with were Cuomo and Sliwa, and it's like I feel like with Zoran, it's like. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer because it's like he's the only kind of normal guy. Well, Ixley was normal in certain respects, but
Yeah.
very abnormal in other respects. But like Zoran, I feel like is just the only normal guy running. And so just aside from his politics or whatever, he just has an immediate head start with that.
That part, because
Yeah.
like every time I see this dude, like the debate was a perfect example, B. Like just that there was the one weed question.
Yeah.
Like, have you purchased marijuana at a legal dispensary? And Zoran's like, yes, I have purchased marijuana at a legal dispensary. Fucking Andrew Cuomo's like, no, I would never smoke the reefer or the pot. That's that's satanic music.
Yeah.
That's disgraziato.
I give it to a woman if it makes them horny.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like, listen, I gave Claudia an edible here and there, but like that's because it made her nipples hard. You know, that's neither here nor there. You know,
CBD oil massage.
yeah, you know, look, listen, a little RSO to lubricate, you know, never hurt nobody. You know, but like I've never done that myself. Meanwhile, Curtis Lee was like, yeah, well, you know, I got shot by the Gambinos in my scrotum, and I tore my tibia jumping off the Verrazano Bridge one time to save a feral cat.
Exactly.
And also, I have Crohn's disease. So, yes, I have purchased marijuana to alleviate my pain of suffering of being a New Yorker for 38,000 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what are you saying?
I know that's the thing is like he's the only person like so again even any politics aside he's the only person who can give a normal sounding answer to basically any question and the other guys are not only like they just are incapable of that like
Yeah.
Cuomo can't speak. I didn't realize how he's like Bidening fucking hard
That's
bro.
what I thought too. He's like unnecessarily antagonistic towards like normal questions.
and he's slow. He speaks
Yeah.
so slowly.
It's crazy to me because it's like, Doc, again, we talked about this. This is the best that y'all could have came up with?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
like,
I'm
run
happy. I'm happy that was the best that they could come
Right.
up with. That was good, but because there is a lot of money involved in this. Like there are
Oh, but like dude,
hundreds of millions of dollars being dumped into this shit, and it's like so funny that they have to be locked in with Andrew Cuomo.
like, couldn't you make a guy? You know what I mean? Like, couldn't
Yeah.
you like find some dude who's like,
Hey.
you know,
they did it with the presidential election. They were like, "Hey, you know what? This ain't the guy no more. This is who we voting for."
Yeah,
now.
exactly. I'm like, there's like no other guy where you're like, he's some fucking like city councilman or something. Like, yeah, we're putting him up. But it's like Cuomo. I feel like Cuomo is, how like, because Cuomo got Me Too, right? And I think he saw like, Louis C.K. came back, Aziz Ansari came back, and he's like, well, why not Cuomo?
Shit,
right?
motherfuckers, because you don't got a type 15, Andrew.
Exactly.
That's why.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
you can't make motherfuckers laugh it away.
I know.
Like,
and I feel like this is his revenge from being Me Too'd. And it just is not like this.
You're
is
saying he's trying to molest New York City one last time.
Yeah, he's trying to one last grope at the city. But I feel like it's like that's his motivation, and like, but he obviously doesn't really give a fuck about being mayor.
Yeah,
and
it's so funny because his vibes are like, well, one. It is transparent that he doesn't even want to be in New York. Like, he does not fuck with New York City at all.
He doesn't live here. And it's a big city.
At least Curtis Lewa, like, genuinely loves New York City. I mean, he's fucked up and twisted in his own way, but, like, he loves New York City. Zoran as well. Andrew Cuomo also gives off the vibes of a person that is just annoyed that he even has to run for this position.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you just giving it to me right now? Like, I was the governor. Do you not remember? Make me the mayor now.
Please, it was promised to me.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like he also does this with like Curtis Lewa, where there is this attitude that he has where he's like, just drop out. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Bitch, at least he's like the
You don't
Republican
live
candidate,
here, dude.
Yeah,
you should have left from jump.
Yeah,
because nobody wanted you, bitch. Like,
yeah, and he conceded. He actually conceded the night of the primaries to Zoran.
Yeah,
and then the money came back.
And Ackman called him and was like, "Yo, what you doing? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yo, Slee was crazy, bro. I can't put money behind that motherfucker."
Yeah.
I will say this is like the true like 70-year-old Italian guy hustle, because he did after he lost the primary, he was like, I don't know if I'm going to run in the general, and I think he was doing that like, I don't know if I'm going to run in the general. Maybe if I got a little bit of money, I would. And the money and it's like, but what I don't understand is they spent so much money on like what anybody could tell you was going to be a losing race. Although,
also, like, you talk about like allocation of funds, bro. Like the way this motherfucker's spending the money is like on just like the dumbest shit ever, bro. Like these AI ads, bro.
I'm loving them.
They are crazy. Like, I fuck with your AI shit.
Thank
like
you.
The John Fetterman Pinot, we're gonna get into that later. But like the Cuomo AI ads are crazy. I'm like, bro, does anybody believe that Cuomo's up on a 40th story building window washing?
Yeah.
Like, do we really believe that?
Do you guys remember when Bloomberg ran for president and they like hired all those fucking Instagram meme pages?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that he basically like tapped into that network, but I feel like he didn't even get those guys. He got this guy that works under them, who I love. This dude named Zach Sage Fox.
Yeah.
Who is like, it's one of those things where like when I look at him, I'm like, we can't be going out in public like this, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be.
No, it's just like the pro-Israel crowd has been tarnishing the good reputation of Jews that was built after World War II and like the cultural forces
Andrew Cuomo,
aggressively.
Andrew Cuomo's campaign also like kind of stopped being about like whatever it was supposed to be about in the primary, and just became like he's getting like the bottom of the barrel pro-Israel guys, in only backing. And this guy's a perfect example of that. He's just like some fucking doofus who had like a Disney Channel show when he was 15. Never
did.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
But it was like on a Disney it was like on Disney 3. It wasn't a main channel show. And ever since then has made like shitty prank videos, and like he has a TikTok account. Like you go those guys that walk around Times Square and are like, gay son thought daughter. He does that in the West Bank. And he has a short
what?
He goes to the West Bank and he's like, why do you like Hamas so much? In order to basically like be like, it's okay to bomb these people because they all like Hamas.
Yeah.
And he got hired by Cuomo's campaign to run digital, and his idea, which actually like wasn't the worst idea, was to just be more racist. And it's kind of, and I will say, there's some racists catching strays, because I understand if you want to be like, you know, you're trying to be racist against the guy you're running against, you know, you're darkening the beard, you're saying, you know, he's a jihadist or whatever, but like
the Clinton technique.
The Clinton technique, yeah. But
they gave that beard crazy hang time, too. That was crazy.
He can't grow that shit.
Nah.
He's got too many grays in him.
Yeah.
He's got some grays in him.
Why are you shitting on Zoran?
I'm saying it looks, I'm not saying it looks good or bad.
Listen, these 4 years are going to age you, my guy.
How did his beard look last night when you guys were at the Knicks game?
It was very silky. So we was at the Knicks game yesterday, you know what I'm saying, in the seats with the regular people. You know what I'm saying? Not the which by the way was crazy. Cause Cuomo, after the debate, I'm like, motherfucker, did you teleport to this fucking Knicks game?
Yeah.
Like, and sit next to Eric Adams, which was bugged the fuck out. So yesterday I went to the Knicks game with Zoran, and it was chill, bro. He was up there. It was a very chill situation.
Yeah, you guys were in the nosebleeds, bro. You should have gotten at least like in the 200s.
200s?
God damn.
But it was just like, nah, he's just like, yo, bro, like, he's like, think about it like this. Everything that this motherfucker does is under a microscope. If this guy eats fucking sushi, they're like, oh, he's bougie. Look, this communist, look at him eating a sweet potato roll.
I know.
How dare he?
And I'm like, that restaurant didn't look that fancy.
Like, dog,
you know what I mean?
that was like supermarket sushi, gang.
Yeah.
Like, I saw like the little tape over the top. Like, that wasn't made by like some dude.
I hate that because he's eating it from both ends because he's both socialist but rich, even though he's not, right? So then there's that angle, and then he's also Muslim. So everything he does, like, I'm very glad that he's been able to overcome all of that, but it's like looking at his run in this short span of time, I'm like, oh god, it's just it's in some ways it's been something that I've had to deal with my whole fucking media career as well. And you know, that shit's not going to go away. There's no repercussions for it. You could just say, like, I cannot believe how insane people have gotten.
Yeah.
Like how open they are about their schizophrenic tendencies.
Dog,
like,
I was just about to go there because it's like, you know what I mean? Like that, like, fam, the conspiracies, like the fucking just like mass psychosis. Like, I feel like the reaction to Zoe is like indicative of like a larger issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody's fucking crazy, man. Like, did y'all see this coming? Like you said, like you saw the campaign and like all the shit he had to overcome and shit, but like, did y'all really see this shit? Like, yo.
yes.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. So right after October 7th, right? Like when all that, like there was like a bunch of people were really freaking out. A bunch of people I knew, parents were like calling them and be like, you need to get out of New York because they're gonna gas the subways. And I'm like, what the like this is something that like a crazy person would believe. But like it was like multiple people I know as parents who were like, you need to get the fuck out of there. There's gonna be an attack. And like they're gonna kill you, and there's gonna be like pogroms in the streets, and they're gonna kill. And it was like I realized, I was like, wow, like a lot of people are like really like whatever your politics are, like this is like just doesn't seem likely to happen no matter what.
No matter what,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can believe whatever you want, but like I don't think that's gonna happen. And I mean, this is, people have been like this for a while, but it's like it's really sort of similar to like that QAnon shit. Like it made everyone's got a little bit of QAnon in them now, right?
Oh yeah.
Where you just believe something so fucking crazy and like unreal, but like if you read it enough times on the internet, it's just because
except for QAnon, which is real,
and
we do believe
it is real, and we participate too.
Yeah, of course.
We go to those parties.
Yeah, where we go one, we go all.
Yeah.
Listen, I just got the invite, you know what I'm saying? I got an RSVP. They sent me the shit on Evite, you know what I mean? I just got to make sure my shit is correct.
We're going to eat it after this.
Yeah.
It's going to be fire, dog.
You said we're both participating in like the thing that people say is a conspiracy, the eating of the and also are, you know, doing the breadcrumb following.
Exactly.
we're trying to do it on both sides.
But it's like I feel like the barrier between like it used to be like you read something on the internet, like that's just some shit you read on the internet. You know what I mean? And but the barrier between that and reality, like people like say like, you know, it's a whole phrase like Twitter isn't real life or whatever isn't real life. Now it is real life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That.
Like that boundary is like
it's becoming more real life because we have the most Twitter focused administration of all fucking time. And obviously, like when they come out and they're like, we're gonna invade Nigeria because there's anti-Christian pogroms happening there, like, or even the white genocide stuff in South Africa, like that was a white nationalist Twitter movement, right? Under Trump 1. And it never somehow made its way to like Donald Trump's actual legislative agenda. But this time around, they're like, no, actually, we will lean into this stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why you arrive at like the vice president going on a New York Post podcast and talking about how I'm like abusing my fucking dog, where it's like, you shouldn't know internet drama about a fucking Twitch streamer.
Yo, fam, please clarify this shit for these people, because yo, fam, they were looking for anything to get at you, bro. And it was just like,
I mean, they've been calling me an anti-Semitic terrorist for the past 2 years every single day. And then now this is like, oh, he moved his arm weird and it, like his dog yelps, so he must be like electrocuting. He has like a button on his desk and he's like electrocuting his dog. It's the most insane shit, but the way we've become at this point, it's virtually impossible to combat it. Like, there's nothing you can do. I'm just like, that's what I do.
You should just double down and put a big ass button on your desk.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I thought about joking about it, but like even right now, like I normally would joke about how like, oh, Islamic Sharia is about to be implemented in New York, right? Like, but then when I say stuff like that, I think, no, there are motherfuckers who legitimately believe that
shit.
Or will use that and say this is Zoran's like closest ally in the media, saying, you know, they're going to do woke Sharia or whatever. And it fucking sucks because you can't even like joke about it, you know? But you do. You still keep joking.
I mean, yeah. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you think I got here, dude? I rode a dog.
Yeah.
No, but because I'm like, didn't the DHS lady fucking kill a dog?
Yes. And we only know about it because she wrote about it in her book.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, I the fuck out of this puppy that I had.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just like,
and that didn't like shake the white people, like the white base, which was crazy to me, because I'm like, yo, like as a Afro Latino, as a Black Dominican man, I'm like, yo, we have a different relationship with animals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from like rural people,
cockfighting.
You know what I'm saying? Like cockfighting and shit like that, and like, yo, you raise this goat not for fun, but because we are going to eat this goat for sustenance. You know what I'm saying? Like, these chickens are here to lay eggs to feed us. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dog is here to make sure that some animal doesn't come in and eat all these chickens. Like, so it's like, it's real different. But like, I feel like in America, bro, like, you could kill 1,000 people. Like, some shit like Sandy Hook happened, and people were like, oh, that's terrible, tragic. Bro, if you, like, and I said this shit shout to Kareem on Subway Takes, I was like, yo, if some crazy motherfucker was to shoot up like 18 kennels, gun control within a week. I'm just saying.
Listen, here's the deal. If I drive drunk and I hit one dog, I'm fucking front cover of every newspaper.
Firing squad.
Yeah, but when I did hit a woman drunk driving, no one gave a fuck.
Yeah.
I just kept going.
She probably deserved it.
I mean, I didn't stop to check.
Yeah. You know what it was? She didn't know her place.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
But that is it is true. The whole like, there's the community meme of like, I can excuse racism, but I draw the line of animal abuse meme. Like, that is real as far as like the broader white consciousness. But in this circumstance, like, it's so obvious that it's like right wingers just kind of using that as a thing now, and because Twitter is so busted, it's just like anytime I reply to anyone, there's like 400 replies being like, you're a dog abuser, but I'm like a white woman when it comes to my dog. That's why it's so hurtful.
Sex with it.
No, okay, not to that degree, but like I
read the Happy Hooker if you haven't.
Yeah, you know I spoil the shit out of her. Like, I'm so like, I try to make sure that she's like well trained and everything else. So it's like, it's been crazy to just see all these people be like, you abuse your dog. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is.
A victory light. A victory light.
And like, to me, like, the Zoran shit is just kind of like almost like the cherry on top, because there's been a lot of different shit. It's like a cake of fuck shit, man. Like, post-COVID, the Kirk shit, the AI takeover, like all this shit is just like a tiramisu of like fuckery. And then it's like, oh, Muslim Sharia law in New York City, the country is doomed.
Like,
I mean,
people used to joke about like voting illegally, and now there are like Twitter psychos who are just like compiling all of those posts to be like, FBI,
election fraud.
These people are doing election fraud. They voted 6 times illegally. It's like, dude, come on.
I'm like, also, like, it's like they think like, I'm like, if you like watch Zoran talk for 2 seconds and you're like, this guy's a jihadist, it's like you are so divorced from reality that like I don't even know if we can communicate. You know what I mean?
We do taqiyya.
Yeah, well then that's
he
the other
does.
thing.
He's
Taqiyya.
Shia. We don't do. I'm Sunni. We don't do taqiyya. Shias do.
Shias do taqiyya?
Yeah, too.
This sounds like some taqiyya shit though.
Yeah.
This sounds like something that a Sunni would be like, yo, look at these guys.
These motherfuckers, they do that shit.
Bro, I grew up in Turkey. I never heard this term until I came to America, and I heard it from like white dudes that were like, "Oh, that's they were saying I was doing taqiyya."
Has anybody done taqiyya?
I think like
do
historically,
these motherfuckers hearing this right now even know what taqiyya is?
So taqiyya
to even
is,
say like,
so taqiyya. Well, I'm just going to tell the audience if they don't know. Taqiyya is when it's actually not, but this is like the popular version of what taqiyya is.
Yeah.
It's when a Muslim pretends to not be that Muslim in order to eventually maybe way more Muslim.
Yeah,
so like it's like if
fifth column like infiltration,
Trojan
Muslim
horse.
infiltration, so that they can implement Sharia law. But it's so fucking. It's such an insane concept because like most Muslims don't know what the fuck that is, and so I had to like look it up. And apparently, it's like a practice for Shia Muslims to not be persecuted by the Sunnis back in the day to like hide that they were Shia, so that they didn't get like killed. But it's not like it's not a real thing.
But it's like when Bill Ackman is like, Zoran is gonna do Sharia law here. It's like, I think he's dumb enough to actually believe that. But it's like, if you think that, like, how do you like? I always struggle. Like, do you like get up in the morning and you see like a bagel or something? And you're like, that's food, or are you just like, is that the sun? Like, are you so like out of your fucking mind that you like can't recognize regular things?
it's the fucking butterfly guy meme.
Exactly.
Like, yo, is this taqiyya? Like,
it
You don't know
blows
what it
my
is.
fucking mind. And like, and it's, I think it's just a general, like, people are so divorced from reality now that like they second guess everything. And I think AI has a big thing to do with this because like now it's like if you have an image now, like in 2025, like every image is like contested, right? You can just be like, that's AI, that's fake.
That's just
not
fake.
anything. Yeah. And like that, so you're like basically subjected to all these like conspiracies every single day because like you can't ever trust anything now. And like even people you're interacting with online, or like if people are saying like, oh, you're fucking abusing your dog, or oh, you look great, or whatever, you have no idea if any of those are real people or like run out of some fucking like bot farm in Cambodia. And so it's like, I think that has like this weird effect on people where it just like gets them further and further away from like objective truth, which is like basically impossible to find on the internet.
There is no consensus reality. Which is genuinely a problem because like if you don't have consensus reality, like how the fuck do you operate?
Yeah.
And it's that's where we're at now. And yeah, you're right. Like the AI stuff has gone completely out of control. One of the worst aspects of it, I think, is that it also allows like racialized tropes to constantly get pumped, because this is something I've seen, like this is something I covered with the SNAP benefits, right? So SNAP is slated to be cut for 42 million Americans, 60 million children. And there's the age-old welfare queen attitude where like Lee Atwater talked about this as well, where it was like a really like racializing the recipients of welfare has always gotten like white people on board to just actually cut the welfare, even though they are also relying on it. And now there are so many accounts on Twitter that like just recently got created since the government shut down that simply compile real people that are either talking about SNAP benefits being cut and how devastating it is, but also a shit ton of AI videos. Where it's like angry black women. That keep saying it's the same script. It's not very sophisticated, where they say, I have 7 children with 7 different baby daddies, and the taxpayer needs to foot the bill. Those are the 3 key components in these like AI scripts, and it's always the same: straight to camera, black woman yelling angrily, and like with a sense of entitlement, right? And people look at that, and especially if you tie that with like some real accounts that say like, oh, well, you know, SNAP benefits are going to go away and this is devastating, people genuinely believe it. People like lean into this assumption that, you know, black people are angry and entitled. Black and brown people are angry and entitled, and they are demanding these SNAP benefits. And I don't know how we can actually tackle that at all. Because Fox News covered it. Fox News' digital team, which is supposed to be like somewhat objective reporting, covered it as like a sincere thing. And it was
And then they
it was
changed the
mind-boggling.
story,
And then-
too.
oh, they did?
Yeah, they changed the story to be there's a lot of AI videos about SNAP benefits now. It's
Oh.
crazy because like that's the whole thing about EBT and shit. It's like they're like it's all like the image you're supposed to have of EBT is it's like a fat black woman in
Yep.
Chicago buying
Like,
$1,200 worth of lobster.
Lobster and Fruit Loops and
Exactly.
like Kool-Aid and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
But it's like, dog, that's not that's not what's happening.
I mean, I used to be on EBT and I just bought groceries with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just have a list, bro, and you just go buy what the fuck you buy. Like,
And also,
that's
like,
crazy shit.
I'm going to be honest. If I want my taxes going to anything, I'm like, the EBT seems fine to me. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
The average taxpayer pays $36 out of their pocket for the SNAP program. We pay $670. The average American taxpayer pays $670 for corporate subsidies.
No, me and Mira don't pay taxes.
Okay, well that's
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
never,
that's
never,
the smart
never,
thing to do.
never have, never will.
Yeah, nope.
But
Sam ain't my uncle.
it's just crazy to me that like there are people so openly cruel about this stuff where they're just like they're buying cookies and it's like, yeah, dude, I think poor children should be able to buy cookies, you fucking monster.
That shit is so crazy to me. It's like,
Like,
yo,
what do
y'all
you
should
mean?
only. They should be. There was some random video I seen. I'm not even gonna say your name, bitch. But like, it was like, yo, you should be able to buy fruits and vegetables and grains. Like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like a World War I like
Yeah.
food line?
But also,
Like,
they
like,
want to ration
dude,
it. Yeah.
yeah, like what
I
the
think
fuck?
most people in the country are buying cookies, like, if they're not on Snap. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, they're just, like, buying shit food because that's, like, kind of what they sell at grocery stores.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
other shit too. Like, yo, fam, like if you are in the 5 boroughs, if you in the outer borough, there's a high possibility that you don't have access to like fresh produce,
Yeah.
and shit like that. And like my parents came to this country, and they were not buying Pop-Tarts and fucking pizza bagels and shit like that. It was like, yo, plátanos, rice, beans,
Yeah.
like chicken, like, you know what I mean? Like raw materials to then go home and make a meal. So like and like shit like that is like becoming less and less like, you know what I mean? Like available.
Yeah.
And then, bro, I'm in
And
Brooklyn.
it's cheaper. It's literally cheaper to buy the dog shit than it is to buy all the raw materials.
Yeah,
And, like,
to
Yeah.
make real food.
yeah.
It's crazy, man. We eat ultra processed food, man. Open your fucking third eye, B.
I only eat it, though. I only eat ultra processed now. Yeah.
I've been trying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
we
yo,
got, because that they tell you not to think about this. They tell you not to eat this shit. It's bad for you.
Or is it?
Yeah. But think
See?
about who's telling
The
you that shit.
medicine.
right. It could
It's
be
the
AI.
medicine.
They sell us the poison, but we eat the medicine.
Yeah.
You know what's poison?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what's real poison? White Jesus. Poison. You know what
What,
I'm
you
saying?
think he was Dominican?
He was, yeah. He might have been. I know he wasn't white.
I thought he was Turkish. I'm gonna be honest.
He
But
probably
that's-
could have been.
But I'm Turkish, so I think everyone's Turkish.
Wasn't he Jewish?
I'm Dominican, so I think everybody's Dominican.
Yeah.
So that's something we
Wasn't
have in
he
common. He was Jewish. Yeah.
He was probably a nebbish guy, 5'3", maybe, big glasses, you know,
Little neurosis.
thin arms. Probably very easy to sort of boost him up there on the cross.
They made him look yoked though.
I know they
They
make
did.
him look yoked because that's like afterward. Obviously, you're not going to make him look like a pussy after.
Yeah.
That's
You know
the
what I
shit
mean?
too. Like they're not gonna paint the portrait of him with like the glasses like on
This
his.
guy was huge.
Yo, he was
Yeah.
fucking
You know?
ripped.
Yo.
We didn't. He was the biggest guy. We had to take him out.
Yeah,
you know?
10-inch cock.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, we don't know actually, and that's one of the greatest mysteries.
The Shroud of Turin.
What was he working with?
is his beef?
Yeah. Well, no, they did have Christ foreskin. That was like a Catholic relic in Europe. There was multiple Christ foreskins.
Oh, I love
that were
that
like
shit.
foreskin.
That and also the Catholic relic.
I saw Mary Magdalene's skull in France,
I
dude.
fucking love that shit.
And I looked at it and I was like, it's real.
They keep that shit. That's
well,
crazy.
they were like, it's the skull of a Mediterranean woman we found in the year 300 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's, or it's dates from the year 300.
Somebody's grandma's like, yo, this ain't me.
Yeah.
we
yeah.
kind of have that too though in Islam. We have like the Muhammad's like relics as well that we just have, but not like his body. I don't
Yeah.
That says wow.
'cause he
Or no, I think
ascended.
they might
He
have his
ascended. I thought-
beard.
What are you talking about? I thought he got on the horse and went to heaven.
Well, I don't. There is like things that he has, like his shroud or stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That is just
yeah.
like relics that are all over the place. But Catholics are cold blooded, where there was like, this is a piece of the finger bone of like a saint, and I'm like, that's awesome.
This is part of the cross.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's
I
like-
think
That's
that's dope.
crazy.
yeah, that's wild, bro.
And
That's
we
wild. I
had
don't wanna do
nothing
that.
to. Let me just put this out there. We
Clear
had
it up.
nothing to do with it.
Jesus was a Jew.
But regardless, and the Romans took him out. We lived there.
Yeah.
But there's no proof we were involved. Pontius.
So the thing that I don't understand about that also is like, isn't that supposed to be a good thing? Like,
Well,
it
yeah, I'm like-
accelerated history, right? Like Jesus was supposed to be.
But we get no credit for that.
Yeah,
Not that
that's-
we had anything to do with it.
Okay,
But if we had something to do with it, don't you guys kind of owe us?
Yeah.
Because if we hadn't, and not that we did, but if in this telling we hadn't, knocked him up there, which is also unlikely because we don't have that kind of upper arm strength.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's tall and it's scary and there's blood and it stinks.
that was 3 Italian dudes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, let's be real.
Yeah, we had Cuomo's ancestors did that.
Yes.
If we hadn't done that, if Jesus hadn't died and then come back, kind of would be no Christianity.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, it's a good thing, no?
Yeah.
I don't understand religion.
This is in the next
at all.
ad. They're like, Hassan Piker is like, it's good Jesus was crucified.
But I don't.
He deserved that shit.
I legitimately don't get that because, like, I thought that that's part of the canon. Like, it has to be.
Like, he has to
have
die
happened.
to then return and da-da-da.
Yeah, they should be more thankful to the Jews for being Christ killers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, we didn't kill him because he just passed for a little bit. He
set
came
him up.
back.
You just set
But
him
I'm
up.
saying, and it's great he came back. We love that he came back.
Yeah.
So put it like this, to put it in like modern terms, you didn't do it. Y'all didn't do it. But if like there was an investigation, you might get caught up in a RICO.
If not, well, yes. And it's a sort of like, it's an if I
they
did
got
it
good.
situation.
They got good lawyers.
It's,
They'll be fine.
it's like an OJ thing where it's like, we didn't do it, but if I did it, I would have done it like this. I would have had a guy outside the cave, first of all, because he comes out of the cave in 3 days. No, he's meeting Shlomo out there, and I'm
Yeah.
like, get back in there.
Yo, go shh.
You don't want to go back on the cross, do you?
Yo. There's somebody with an iPhone over there.
Yeah.
They just seen you do that. Get the fuck back in
If
there.
you don't get back in there, we're gonna put you on the cross again, but this time your dick's out.
Oh, and he was like, so what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
He's
'Cause you
packing.
know
He's packing.
He did have a fucking missile, dude.
Yo.
He had to have. There's no way Jesus had a little penis.
Nah, yeah,
There's no way.
I don't think you command that much respect and become like the iconic figure that you are with a little meat.
And it's like, it's God is your father, and he doesn't. That's how they like. That's like.
But
where
back
Satan-
then, small penises were seen as like more. Like big
that's right,
penises were
yeah.
seen like barbaric.
Yeah, that's
that's the
right.
reason why all the fucking
Roman
antiquity
statues and
Roman
shit.
statues have like little ding dongs.
Yeah,
they don't have
yeah.
like big ones.
Yeah, I
Maybe
really
he
like.
didn't
I
have
like that because that
maybe
does.
he didn't have a
seem-
meat missile.
Doesn't that feel right? You know? Doesn't that feel right? Because the big it's so scary, right? I mean, pause on that, but it's still it's we don't.
It's intimidating.
It's like the serpent, right? And look what that did to Eve. It ruined her. Whereas Adam's little penis,
The first dick joke ever was in the Bible, dog. That's crazy.
yeah. Because Adam looked at the serpent and be like, "What the fuck is that? Jesus
Like,
Christ!
oh shit, I ain't got that.
We need a leaf.
I don't got one.
I need a,
Yeah, cover
just
this shit
eat
up.
the apple so we can be ashamed of our nudity, so I can get a leaf."
Which, by the way, was a fig leaf, which is mad small. I'm just saying. It wasn't like a maple leaf. Or like,
Yeah,
like one of them,
but the
like,
bigger
elephant
leaves
ears.
they say hurt. They actually women prefer the smaller leaves to cover your genitalia.
One might say perfect boyfriend size.
Perfect boyfriend size
Yeah.
leaf is crazy.
Yeah, I don't even like the bigger one.
Yeah,
What
Actually,
Eve
you
was
know what?
saying.
No, because my yeah. I actually don't know how vaginas work, so I can't finish that joke. Because what is in there? We don't know.
Yeah, the biggest
Right?
mystery.
We've never
one-
looked. You've
Yeah.
never looked, surely.
I've looked at like a little like peak.
But you've never
But not
looked
like,
with a mag light.
Like not with like not
We've never looked in.
you know like the headlamp. Like I
Yeah,
never went in there with the
exactly.
headlamp.
Oh my,
like,
because
yo,
we
what's
don't
going
know
on
what's in
here?
there. We don't want to.
No.
Nah, I don't. I will never go spelunking in a vagina. Bro. Like, we good. I'm
no.
super
It's good
good
to
at
keep-
that.
Something
Do Dominican guys think eating pussy's gay, or is that?
No, that's like a Jamaican thing.
Yeah,
like
okay.
eating pussy is gay. The Dominicans love eating pussy. Like
That
that's like our
seems
claim.
right to
That's
me.
like our claim to fame. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, we will eat your pussy, yo. Like and it's like I don't know if it's like the Latin lover trope shit, but like I think Dominicans are just like, yo, like I'm trying
Just
to
like to eat.
Yeah, we'll eat your pussy because I really need this visa.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
so
yeah,
when
yeah.
I meet you at this all-inclusive resort, I want to make sure that your toes are curling like cocktail shrimp.
Yeah.
Because I need to go to America.
Like whatever, I'll be on 90 Day Fiancé. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give
Like,
a fuck.
Yeah.
TLC release. I'll
All
sign
good,
that
all
shit
good,
right
all
now.
good.
Oh, so I'm good with that. Yo, you said some shit that like I was like, damn. I was mad high the other day and I was thinking about it and I was like, yo, he might be right. He was like, yo, I think we're headed towards a civil war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How do you think that shit is gonna crack? First of all, along what class? Is it along class lines? Is it along racial lines? Is it a little bit of both? How's this shit gonna crack off? Like,
to preface this, I want to say I was never we're going to Civil War guy, and I'm still not like we're going there, but I'm just saying my odds are they've gone up.
Yeah,
I would say, and I'm not saying it's gonna be like a big one. But I'm saying there's going to be maybe something, a little something down the line.
Little shaky.
I could see it going down a few different axes. Kind of, I feel like regional would be one of the big ones.
Cascadia?
No, God, no. I feel like they'll stay out, but like a weird urban, like rural thing, basically. Like where I mean, like you see a
city
little
versus
bit,
country.
but like yeah. Which
So you're saying the Republicans are actually Maoists?
yeah, because the countryside does surround the city.
Yeah,
but
I like that.
but I think it could go down with something like, for instance, a large scale National Guard deployment to put down like urban unrest in a big city, if there's like riots or something like that, or even if there's not, but like something like what happened in LA this year. But if they sent like a bunch of National Guard from all around the country with like orders to be a little more kinetic, and like things rise up, things heat up. I could see something like that going down, but I feel like nobody gives a fuck enough to make it into an actual civil war.
Yeah.
And so like it'd be like a 2-day thing where like 250 people get killed, but like it doesn't end up being like a full on. But that lays the groundwork for something in the future. Like I could see something like that happening. But it would be. I feel like race war is out of the question.
Yeah,
because
like
the fascist movement, the modern fascist movement, is so diverse.
Yeah.
Is so diverse. Like I try to explain this to people because they think it's like their grandfather's Klan movement. Like it's not.
No.
Like the white nationalist movement is being led by a gay Mexican whose name is Nicolas Fuentes. Like you got Kanye West, who did his thing as well, but like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
He's not. I feel like
he's just schizophrenic.
Yeah, I think he's just like chilling. But
Tario's dumbass. Like,
but you got a lot of like brown dudes and black dudes that are now like firmly committed to this, invested into this movement, not to the same degree as white people are, of course, but like that was, I feel like, unheard of in the past. Like you always had some people that, you know, crossed the racial boundary and tried to be tokens or whatever, but like I've never seen it like this before.
Like the KKK didn't think Catholics were white. You know what I mean? Like it's I feel like way more diverse now, and so it just comes on to like how many TikTok videos you watch in a row of like libtard fail compilations or whatever.
Own the libs type shit.
But I feel like there's not really like another, like, is it going to be like that versus Gavin Newsom? You know what I mean? Like for instance, if I lived in California and like the federal government invaded California, it's like, well, Gavin Newsom's probably not giving me a gun. And I'm like, I'm not going to die for Gavin. You know?
I don't care how much you curse, dog.
I do think it genuinely, like when Zoran wins, I don't think it's even controversial to say. I think that the Trump will, after he takes office, or maybe before, because he might have an easier time with Adams, but like Trump's going to do one of those show of force, insane ICE like
have a little parade down Fifth Avenue and
absolutely
shit. Like,
and I think they'll do it, like I think they're gonna put a shit ton of pressure, like more so than in like Chicago or Memphis or Portland. I think they're gonna do a ton of pressure like that.
But what I've seen so far is that like when they do that in Chicago, when they do that in LA, like there isn't enough resistance to justify what you said is like more kinetic, like a more kinetic response, because the counter is just like, even Portland is like known for hostility towards federal incursion of this sort, and even in Portland, like it's mostly just people in like, you know, big floaties and the frog suits and whatnot, like dancing around. And then the military, or like the militarized like ICE and federal forces, are just basically like brutalizing people, but they just kind of look stupid when they do that to a guy in like an inflatable frog costume. So it doesn't actually create this like real scary presence that justifies use of force by the military. And I guess what I'm saying is like people are too busy trying to, you know, feed themselves and feed their kids to like actually take it to the streets to like directly duke it out with the militarized federal forces. So it hasn't escalated to a degree where like there's, you know, actual lethal rounds being used.
Yeah, I agree. And I think what they're trying to do, their strategy now is like, you know, like have you ever used like a flint and steel? Yeah. And like you're trying to like catch like a spark.
A little spark.
It seems like they're trying to do that now. They're trying to like provoke in these different ways.
Yeah.
And like, it's interesting because like ICE is one of the only federal agencies that's like fully funded right now.
Yeah.
And like, it's going to remain very funded. I mean, it's got like this insane $180 billion.
Yeah,
whatever.
dog. They pay motherfuckers off the street like $55,000 to start.
And they said no age limit.
That's crazy.
Pause on that. But
that's
yeah,
bugged out.
it's crazy. It's like, yeah, they're like, you're 55. You want to go crack some Mexican skulls, like join up.
Dog. That's literally the ad.
So
I read
eventually one of those guys is going to have a heart attack because he gets scared. But I think that they're going to eventually like, I mean, he's got fucking 3 years left. You know what I mean? Like they're going to, and I feel like before the 2028 election, yeah, Jesus Christ, right? 2028
Yeah,
election.
bro, it's not even 2026 yet.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just seems
Yeah,
so
a
far
little
away.
ways
But
to
like, they will probably try to provoke something that's like that makes it seem, I don't know what, like necessary to send like the actual military into places.
Yeah. I was thinking like it also partners with the Venezuela stuff
Yeah.
that's going on, where like you go to Venezuela, you bomb Venezuela, you try to do a global war on terror in like Latin America, right? And then you justify the already existing internment camp structure that is in place to be like, well, these guys are all just like we did with the Japanese during World War II. These guys are all, who knows who their allegiances are. We have to start processing expeditiously and putting into internment camps like people of Venezuelan background, people who are just like brown, right?
Well, dude, they started that with the Venezuelans. They're like, once they declared fucking Tren de Aragua a gang, which, by the way, nobody had heard of 2 years ago.
Nobody.
They have no motion.
Yeah.
Tren de Aragua had no motion.
Exactly.
But then again,
nothing.
But then again, so did like originally, and I'm not even making a comparison here, but like originally like the ISIS guy that they try to fucking present as like the pivotal figure for why we had to invade Iraq. They connected him to Al Qaeda somehow, and he was like, "Me?
Yeah.
Okay." Like,
It's-
who knows?
I mean, yeah. So like, but like they use that as a pretext to like strip TPP of all,
Which
from all
Trump
Venezuelans.
gave to the Venezuelans on
Yes.
his way out. That's one of the most fucked up things. Like, because a lot of the Venezuelans that have made their way to the United States of America are like very fond of Trump, very right wing, or were,
Right.
And we always do that. Like, we always bring in. More reactionary force from the countries that we're like either have invaded or want to invade eventually.
Tell them how terrible it is over there. Yeah, tell them.
Exactly. To create like a network of propaganda, and now they just kind of got ahead of themselves when they're like, no, actually every Venezuelan is a terrorist, and we have to like throw them out of the country or just like put them in concentration camps.
Listen, man, the strip clubs in Queens are going to be very empty if y'all.
I know.
what I'm saying? It's gonna be very empty. It's gonna be very sad, dog. You know what I'm saying? Listen, so like I said, like there's a whole like. I feel like everybody's just going fucking nuts, bro. Like in a way that was not happening as a 40-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? Like that was not happening when I was like 20-something years old. Like, you know what I mean? Like we like again, like we've gone from the Obama tan suit to like now, what the fuck? Every day there's something that's like insane.
A victory light. A victory light.
I feel like everybody's just going fucking nuts, bro. Like in a way that was not happening as a 40-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? Like that was not happening when I was like 20-something years old. Like, you know what I mean? Like we like again, like we've gone from the Obama tan suit to like now, what the fuck? Every day there's something that's like insane, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't even make it into the headlines. Like Scott Bessent came out and was like, yeah, certain parts of the economy are in recession. And I feel like you say that on TV, like even under the Biden administration, that would have been a way bigger deal.
It's a huge story.
But it's like, but it's not even like the top third story, or even like Kash Patel's girlfriend using the FBI private jets.
Okay, all right. You
sorry
wouldn't
for
have done
coming
that?
after. Sorry for coming
We
after
love
your boy.
Cash. Dude, you got to get Kash Patel in here.
He's a wild boy.
He's a podcaster.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah,
he's one of us.
He's
Our fucking coworker.
He's a content
and you
creator.
guys are throwing him under the bus because what? He broke out of it?
Yeah.
You guys are trying to drag him back to the hood.
Yo, listen, Cash
The podcast hood.
Yeah.
Yo, Cash App, come holler at your boys, man.
Have you seen his challenge coin?
Oh, yes, it's so ass.
What?
It's so ass. You're right. It is one of
challenge
the worst.
coin?
You know what challenge coin is?
What the fuck is it?
Challenge coin is like a fake medal that they give you for showing up somewhere in the military now. It's like a pog, but they're like generals. It's like generals will hand them out when they visit the base.
Usually, if we're doing some racist shit too, if it's like
there's an NYPD challenge coin book that's fucking crazy. That's all the NYPD challenge coins. It's the most racist thing you'll ever see.
Oh my god!
But Cash Patel has one, and it's like 2 pistols that also I think form like a skeleton's mouth.
Yeah.
It looks like some fucking shit that like Guns N' Roses 1998 album shit. It's so
crazy. Corny. It's so
it's
fucking
Tommy
corny.
Guns.
Yeah,
it's
Tommy
fucking
Guns.
Tommy
Yeah.
Guns on it. And I mean, it's
fucking
but
corny,
come on,
dog.
we should be applauding him, right? He's like showing up for his girl.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I'm going down to Mar-a-Lago. I'm like, I'm going to stay the night here. I don't want to fucking fly. He flies to Nashville to see his beautiful-ish girlfriend sing.
Not a Masada operative.
No.
Not at all. No, not at
People
all.
keep saying that, and I hate that.
You don't think so?
No, I hate that.
You think she's just a beautiful woman?
She's just a beautiful woman who loves Cash Patel.
I heard Cash
for the
Patel-
man that he is, for his character.
Yeah.
I heard Cash Patel was a little light in the loafers, as they used to say.
It could be.
Because there's rumors that in Las Vegas, which is, and I don't mean anything by this, it's a little gay to live in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Right?
No,
Like
for
if
sure.
my boy was moving to Las Vegas, I'd be like, oh, that's
Pause.
cool. Yeah, pause,
For what?
but like cool, you know?
Yeah, for what? Are you a
what?
professional poker player?
Exactly,
Like,
but you're
what?
exactly. So like,
Are you
Cash,
Bruno
why
Mars?
living here? Because like I feel like I don't know how to explain this, but I feel like Las Vegas is a city for gay Republicans. You know what I mean? And Cash. The rumor is that he was living there with this dude who is a gay Republican, and they were roommates. It seems like at one point. But maybe you know what? Fuck it. Cash Patel's bisexual, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Cook.
You know?
Cook.
So was J. Edgar Hoover.
Cook.
Right?
I feel worse for Dan Bongino, who is seemingly hating his life. Like we
Yeah.
haven't seen him at all. He might have killed himself,
He
and
cuts.
they're just hiding it.
It just he's in a freezer somewhere and shit. Like in
because
the
like
East
I
Wing.
saw. If you guys seen that Fox News bit that he did, where he's like, "I'm coming in every day to work. This is not easy.
Yeah.
This is a very hard
He keeps
job."
complaining that his wife's mad at him for being the deputy director of the FBI. Well, fucking cheat on her then, dude.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Show her who's boss.
Like yo, listen, none of y'all motherfuckers have a moral compass. Just go, you know what I'm saying? Buy some pussy, bro.
no, not even, dude. If you're the fucking deputy director of the FBI, have sex with Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
he has a lot of experience.
And she's probably like, nah, fuck it, I will.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Speaking of Ghislaine Maxwell, how did you feel after you start talking about Jeffrey Epstein and he's on this side of the afterlife, on the alive side? You start talking about him, and then pow, couple situations later, he's like, "Yo, he's out of here. Oh, whoa, he's dead. What happened? Whoa."
It's crazy. It's 6 years because we started doing our show.
Did you do it?
About what's up?
Did you do it? Did you murk him?
Oh, I thought you meant did I do the kind of things that he did?
Oh,
And
no,
I was
no,
trying
no,
to
no,
think,
no. I
but
don't think so. No,
not that I remember.
You don't
But he it was fucking crazy. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ. I actually did not think he would die. It's crazy thing is like he's just not the only guy dead. Like one of his second in commands died in fucking
France.
in France
Yeah.
in prison as well. And then, like,
under similar suspicious
suspicious
basically the same thing. But it is crazy. Like 6 years later, pretty much the only big repercussions have been like the ambassador to the U.S. and the U.K. had to step down a couple weeks, like last month, and then like
Prince Andrew got his titles revoked.
He's no longer even a prince.
Yeah, he's just Andrew,
He's just Andrew.
which is so lame. He lost his housing. That's
I know, but
That's
they gave him
crazy.
another one.
oh, they did.
They did.
I didn't.
And you know what his rent, Prince Andrew's rent was? I looked it up. It's 1 peppercorn. That's the kind of shit we're dealing with in England. He was paying, and it was 1 peppercorn if demanded.
Yo,
They have the actual fucking lease, and that's what the fucking rent is.
one sprinkle of Nando sauce.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
You know
like,
what I'm
what
saying?
the fuck is this? But that's been basically the only repercussions for it. But it is crazy because the birthday book came out, and then 2 days later, Charlie Kirk, R.I.P., gets. I was trying to do a Catholic thing, but then I started to do it. I
You
didn't
just
remember. I
did-
was
you did
just
L?
like,
Yeah.
it's up and down. It's somewhere up here. But
he was converting.
that's what they say.
That's the word on the streets. His
But what
wife-
does that mean?
His wife was converting him.
But how do you convert from Protestantism to Catholicism?
I don't know.
You're just
It's
like, I like the Pope now.
It's like Christianity plus.
Yeah,
Pope is-
fair enough.
It's like
Yeah.
a bundle. You know what I'm saying?
But,
you get more shit. You get wine, you get wafers.
But Charlie got killed 2 days later, And it just has not been in the news since. Like, it's done, you know?
Yeah.
And like Trump was suing like Rupert Murdoch for like billions of dollars, all this shit over the birthday book, and then it totally disappeared. So I don't know. I feel like it'll come back in the 2026 midterms.
Yeah.
Doug, so okay, so listen, let's get into like conspiratorial shit. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, I want to talk about this AI Pinot that you got, because we talked about this on your stream, but we didn't actually get to like really look at it. So can you tell the Victory Light gang what Brace Belden is working on?
What camera should I look in?
Well, these are two separate. I mean,
Wait, this is
the segment after or what?
yeah.
This is after.
Let's talk about this one first, and then we'll do the
Okay, cool.
and then I'll peel out
Yes.
before you do the tinfoil.
You need to go.
Yeah.
It's 1:55 right now.
Yeah.
All right, pick up, Rich.
Yeah.
So, Mary, you asked the question. What project you got?
So, Brace, you've been working on a very, you know what I'm saying, technologically advanced project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to tell the Victory Light gang what it's about.
I just want to be clear here, and I'll look straight into the camera. I don't think AI is a good thing. I think it should probably be illegal. I don't think what I'm doing is a good thing. But a while ago, I encountered on Instagram Reels models that suggested that they might have Down syndrome and that they also had OnlyFans. This perturbed me greatly. And I had to figure out how it was being made, why it was being made, and who was making it. I did figure out all three of those things over a laborious investigation that I didn't publicize or put on the show or anything like that. I interviewed some people. I figured out the economics of it. And I have been trying to, as part of that research, to recreate these things myself. However, I feel wrong doing the Down syndrome stuff because, you know, people with Down syndrome, it feels mean to do that. And so I decided to settle on a target that would be a little more amenable. Well, there's two, one of which I can't talk about here, but I have his permission. The other one is Senator John Fetterman. And so I've been learning how to use AI to make pornographic images trained on John Fetterman. Now, I understand there's a lot of concern.
And it's
about,
illegal, I'm pretty sure.
It is illegal for me to disseminate them.
Yes.
However, is it illegal for me to make them for my own personal use? We don't know, and we will never find out, right? We will never find out if it's legal or illegal. But I have been training myself and training an AI to make John Fetterman pornography. And before anyone gets on my ass about all the water it uses, guess what? I don't drink water. And second of all, I've never driven a car. And so
It evens out. It evens out.
I'm green. Would you like to see these images?
I would love to. I mean, like,
I don't think you would love to, I promise.
No, I said I would love to, just as like a instant response, but I feel like I'm going to regret this. But I'm still going.
Most of these are
regret it.
Well, they run the gamut between all different PG-13 and X.
Let's see.
But just scroll back.
Okay, scroll back. Okay. So this first one I'm looking at right here is John Fetterman sticking his tongue out like he's about to enjoy a cucumber in a way that is not nutritional.
Yes, and that was a test. That was a very early image.
Yeah. The next, oh shit. Okay. All right. This is John Fetterman sticking his tongue out. Is that a foot? Okay. So all y'all foot fetish guys, you know, like the dirty soles, this is that. This is the dirty soles, wrinkly soles, foot fetish Pinot, but it's fucking John Fetterman. Wow. Okay. Oh shit. This is like the end of the porno. You know what I'm saying? When it's just like, I'm about to come. Oh, and John is just ready to receive it all over his face.
Oh, I know which one you're talking
and
about.
His tongue. Wow. Those are some long ass nipples. Okay. All
Everyone
right.
says that.
Okay. Now this one. Oh shit. This is like kink.com. He got chains on. He's chained to a pole. He got like, is that chainmail? Is that a chainmail? Oh, nah. It's a crotchless chainmail thong.
Yes.
That he got on. And he's just like, yo, like, I've been a bad boy. He's like making that face. That's great. Whoa! John Fetterman fully erect and hairless. Yo, whoa.
Bigger than Jesus?
Bigger than Jesus. Bigger than Jesus.
I know. So listen,
You gave him a handsome.
I want to be. I just want to make some.
The girth is crazy.
Some
The girth
things
is
clear
crazy.
here.
The girth is crazy.
There's I've been using a lot of different tools to make these. The ones with his wiener
Okay.
are with new stuff that I've been using, and I've yet to fully figure out how to integrate the micro penis Lauras that I have into that. But you know what? I feel like if I'm already doing this stuff, maybe I should just give him a fucking rocket, you know?
Hey, listen, all I know is that it looks like he got a Slurpee straw going down the middle of that thing. God damn. Oh, John Fetterman with titties. Okay.
I have a lot of John Fetterman with titties.
John Fetterman with titties. He's just showing them. He's in the BBW category here in this one. Okay. More John Fetterman with titties and areolas and an innie. The labias are innies. There's nothing sloppy about it. Okay, now there's another one of him in a diaper.
Oh, God.
He's in a diaper and he's in the same, like, I'm ready to receive your load, sir, position. That's crazy. Okay, now he's busting it wide with a vagina and large breasts.
Yep.
And the face that white people give to me when they pass me, like, in the hallway and they're just like,
Yeah.
like the tight smile, hey, how you doing?
Have you seen these before?
No. For legal purposes, I have not seen these, and I will never see them. And also,
It's legal.
This is my oh god! That's my cue to leave. That's my cue to leave. I gotta go stream.
He's gotta go. He's gotta go.
Oh god, no, I'm good. I'm not looking. I'm not looking over
As soon
there.
as the artificial meat comes out,
Yeah.
the sun's out of here.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for having me on.
Make some noise for South Pike, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Make
damn
sure,
it.
you don't want to.
Yeah. So, Brace, this is the portion of the program where you tell us and the audience a conspiracy theory that you think is actually real. Like, it's not, yo, listen, this is real. I believe it. And y'all need to understand that this is going to happen.
Oh shit. Okay. Wait. I think there's way more clones than they're telling us. I think that they actually did it. Because do you remember when we were younger? back like 20 years ago, they were cloning those sheep, right?
Yes. Dolly.
And then like you kind of really didn't hear so much about it after that. Because people were like, I don't think this is ethical. And like people clone their dogs.
Yeah.
But like it's kind of like maybe illegal to clone humans. I think there's a lot more clones going on than we think. Because check this out. So you know how Elon Musk has like 17 kids?
Yeah.
That we know about? He's got like 100. I know for a fact. He's got like 100 kids. There's no fucking way that some of those kids aren't clones. So I think the tech guys are using clones to make bigger families, basically.
Shit. And that would, like, I mean, a clone is literally a copy of you, so you could just live forever.
Yeah, but like your consciousness isn't in it. Like I could have a clone and my clone sucks. You know what I mean? Because like, what if like I'm like the way I am? I mean, I suck too to some people, but like I'm the way I am because of whatever life circumstances. But your clone could just be some fucking piece of shit, right?
Oh, that's true.
And it's just a guy that looks like me, but is a different personality. You know?
Yeah, dog. Damn, that fucked me up. And because I mean, you know, they talked about it with Gucci Mane. When Gucci Mane went to jail, he came back, he was fit, and he had veneers. So they were like, he's a clone, he's different. Jamie Foxx had health issues, came back, and they were like, he's a clone.
Gucci Mane?
I don't know. I feel like that's what made me feel like, all right, come on, y'all. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, of all the people to clone, Gucci Mane?
You got like, it's like, come on. But like, also, you got to clone them and then give them the new tattoos. You know, they think Jimmy Fallon is cloned.
That there might be.
I thought you said that.
He could be. I think he is.
To cure him of his alcoholism.
You know what I'm saying? I want to.
Because you know he's drinking.
I want to put him on blast. You know
I mean, no, there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, some people.
You know what?
Some people drink. You're absolutely right.
Here's the deal with liquor: it makes you feel good, and we have to hate a guy who wants to feel good.
That's crazy.
It's like, would you go around and knock SSRIs out of some suicidal guy's hand?
No, you would not.
Right?
No.
You wouldn't. And so you're not going to knock the bottle out of Jimmy Fallon's grip.
No way. Give him that
He
Tito's.
needs to drink it. If I was on TV every night,
right? interviewing random people. I don't even know who the fuck this is.
Percocet. Emma Stone.
yeah.
Tell me about your new movie. Percocet.
Bro.
Questlove. Or, I don't know which one he's on, actually.
No, you got it. It's right
I
on.
would love to take 50 Percocets and yell at Questlove. Are you kidding me?
Yo, he might be. He's a clone.
Because Questlove?
No. Jimmy
Fallon?
Fallon's a clone. Because it's like, bro, listen. Once you get to a certain age, like we were talking about this shit. Once you get to a certain age, bro, like you can't really just like rage like you used to. You can't slam a whole handle of Tito's and then go to work the next day. So you're gonna have to line up your clone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Monday, I got Monday, clone, you got Tuesday and Wednesday while I recover, get my IV.
So you can be hungover at home while your clone
Get
goes
an
and
IV.
is like, I'm a, you know, I don't know what jobs people have. I do. I'm a therapist.
I'm a
you know?
I'm a plumber. I'm your plumber today. Then you go in the kitchen, motherfuckers.
If you had if you ran into a clone of yours on the street, though, would you be like, "Fuck you"?
You know what? Part of me would be like, "Fuck you," but then the other part would be like, "Yo, let's see what we could do with this. Let's see where we could take this." Because there's a lot of, again, like being in two places at once is very useful.
Would you tell your wife?
Hell no.
But like, if I came across my clone,
I would never tell my
I
wife.
think I might just be like,
Yo, you want to
you
go?
and me, we're not together,
Yeah.
but
We're like a team.
we're a team.
You know what I'm saying? You my partner.
Yeah.
So like, and that's the thing too. Like I would tell my clone, depending on where my clone is at socioeconomically.
Yeah.
If he's down bad, even better. Cause it's just like, yo, bro, like I got a little bit of scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like I could pay you a weekly fee to be a dad and a husband.
Clone starts to resent that, dude,
Yeah.
because he'd be like, "How come him, not me?"
Uh,
And he's like, "Fucking," like it's like, oh, like Meryl 1, because you'd call him probably
Meryl 2,
you
yeah.
know, and he'd be like, "But I am you. Why do I have to be?
Why am I
fucking
number two?
Why are you paying me? Why am I not paying you? Because you don't have an answer to that. Because you are the same." And the answer is only like circumstances, I guess.
that's what I would say. I would say, well, Brace told me like, you know, that I'm me because of my circumstances and my upbringing.
Don't bring me into this with the clone.
You just put it. I just made you in a lab. You just got made in a lab. Champ.
I know, but he'll be like, but that does that mean do you think you're God? Like, there's a chance your clone could kill you. So like, my thing is like, if I see a clone of mine, he has to die immediately.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I would have to kill the clone because I'm like, I know I'm not pussy. So if like my clone is also not pussy, like then Highlander.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I would also like be like, what I would feel competitive because what if he was cooler than me?
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
You know, like
what if he? Yeah. What if he had like a music career and shit? He was like touring and you didn't know because it was like a genre you don't really fuck with.
Yeah.
And then he comes around, he's just like, "Yo, dog, I just won 6 country music awards."
Dude, what if my clone's Brazilian? You know what I'm saying?
And he's doing just a mad baile funk shit.
Yeah, and like it's like everybody loves him. He's like the life of the party.
MC Beldandinho.
Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah, exactly, dude.
bro.
And he can speak Portuguese and like it's not like Spanish, dude. I don't understand when they speak that.
I don't
know what they mean when they speak Portuguese.
And it fucks me up because I speak Spanish.
Yeah.
So I think it's like same thing with Italian. I'm like, I think I could help you here. So I did the same thing. I was at TSA and I bumped into a Portuguese lady who didn't understand that like her lotion bottle had too much lotion in it.
Yeah.
And the guy was saying like, yo, you could just dump some of this out.
Yeah.
And you are good to go. And she was like, no. Like she misunderstood homie totally. So I just went up to her and I was like, doña, lo que él quiere decir es que si tú sacas un chin de la crema del pote, entonces tú puedes. And she was just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
She's like, what are you, Honduran?
Yeah, I was like,
I was like,
oh shit, my bad. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, that's the problem. If my clone is like Brazilian and like, that'd be cool, but I feel like that would cause some friction because he'd be like, what the fuck is this lame ass
motherfucker,
like
bro.
US clone that I have?
Dog, he's surrounded by women twerking and shit.
I know, and like he's with women with asses that I couldn't even think of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could, my brain, because you know you have your mind's eye.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes an ass is too big for your mind's eye, and you get one cheek at a time. You can imagine. He's not even imagining both. He just sees them.
And then it's just like with the cheeks of that magnitude, you also got to think of like, yo, can I get there? You know what I'm saying?
Well, can they wipe? You know what I mean? Because you see this, because I don't know, maybe you would know the answer. If you have a BBL, is it difficult to wipe your butt?
I think, so there is, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to.
You have
You know
one.
what I'm saying? I don't. But if I did, apparently if you have a very large
Yeah.
BBL, somebody assists you with that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody assists you with that.
So if I see someone with like one of those like XXL BBLs,
Yeah.
like they have a
They have like an ass handler.
they have an ass handler that like comes and like
And like hits them
they
with
like
the dude
ring
wipes.
the bell and someone's like, yes.
Yo, come through.
Do they have custom toilets for that?
It has to be. I thought about that shit the other day because I have one toilet in my crib with a bidet,
Yeah.
and I was just like, all right, like I'm a regular, like I'm a slightly above average size dude,
Yeah.
and I was just like, damn, imagine like doing this shit with a BBL. Cause it's like it's almost like a water pick for your ass.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, you might need like a hose with a
But maybe
wider.
that's where the BBL handler comes in. He sort of like brings in the garden hose and just sort of sprays you down afterwards.
That's it.
Because you think about that, and it's like, yeah, I mean, that's immediately. It's like I would run into trouble there, right? Because you can't live in a small apartment either with a BBL.
No, you can't. You knock your shit over. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what it is too. Like it's like getting a new car.
Yeah.
When you get a new car, it's a different size,
You
different
don't know
dimensions.
like how to turn the radius.
Yeah, the turn radius. You bump it into shit. Like you hit a shopping cart at ShopRite. Like all
You
kind of
gotta
shit.
like child-proof your house. Like you can't leave anything.
You
on the
gotta
coffee
ass-proof your
table.
house.
Yeah, you can't leave anything on coffee tables or anything like that. I mean, I just think about it. So like, if anybody is watching this that has an unwieldy BBL, I mean, I don't want to do it for a job, but I'll do it for like a week just to see because I like to experience new things. I'll handle your BBL.
social experiment.
Total non-sexual because I do
Yeah.
think it is a bit grotesque. No disrespect.
Yeah.
But I will like I'll do whatever because I'm like you have to,
You got to spread it. Also, you got to think about this. I mean, like, I'm not a woman, so I was taught this by women that, you wipe from front to back. So as to not get any of like your booty germs into your coochie.
Yeah.
So you got to go for coochie to the booty. So like, that's even more difficult, I think. You know what I'm saying? If you're going around a big ass and you're going from under to go up, it's hard.
Yeah, or you'd have to get one of those like long scrubbers that old people use to like wash their bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like a big, like a stick with a loofah on it.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, this is Victory Light. You know what I'm saying? The one and only, the great Brace Belden is in the building. Ladies, if you have an unwieldy BBL, he's willing to help you. We're going to put his contact in the bio right there in the
And
comments.
my social security number.
And social security, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? He will be embedded with your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's been Victory Light Boys. Your boy, the Kid Merrill. Brace Belden in the building. Shout out to Hassan who
Thank
stopped
you.
by. You know what I mean?
RIP.
And of course, RIP.
Yeah, well, you never know. This comes out tomorrow. Anything can happen. I mean, I'm not saying he will, but if he did,
It would be good to have
it
that.
would be our RIP is respectful, no?
That's true. You know what I'm saying? To play in the arms of an angel in the background while we close out and put some doves and shit.
And like a Hassan like fade.
Yeah, like a fade with the clouds
Yeah,
in the back.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our homie. Shout out, all our fallen soldiers, we miss you. You know what I'm saying? Victory Light, Brace Belden, Min Train the God. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Hassan Insane. I'm your boy, the Kid Murder, Human Durag Flap. Bitch. Brace, you got anything to tell people?
I love you.
He loves you.
I love you so much.
A Victory Light. A Victory Light.